good morning and welcome to Gentle Fit with Valerie. Today we're going to be using hand weights for the strength components, so have those close by to you. If you don't have any, try to find some object around the house that weighs a little something so that you can add a bit of resistance to the exercises. As usual, be mindful of not doing any movement that can cause you acute discomfort or pain. Make sure you rest as often as you need to, especially to catch your breath. Okay, let's get started with the warm-up. We're going to go with our neck semicircle to start, turning the chin over to one side, slowly bring it down to center, up to the other shoulder, back and forth. Let's do one more to each side. Back to center. Shoulder flexion, arms are at the sides. Breathing in, lift forward all the way up. Breathing out, control it down. Alternating arms. Adding your pursed lip breathing at the same time. Breathing in through the nose. Out through pursed lips. One more on each side. Bending the elbows. Two more. Okay, elbows are 90 degrees. Let's do circles with the wrists. Go the other way. Last one. Perfect. We're going to pretend like we're stepping in and out of the car. You're going to lift your knee up, step over to the side, knee up, and back to center. Two more times. Other side, knee up, step over to the side and back. Last one. Perfect. Coming forward a bit on your chair, we're doing heel digs, so bringing the heel forward, touching, and back. One more each leg. Okay. Foot come up, circling the ankle. Switch direction. Last one. Other side. Go the other way. I don't know if you can hear my ankle cracking each circle I make. Last one. On to the cardio segment. As usual, please stay seated if you cannot tolerate standing exercise, but I would challenge you to try to do a little bit standing and then move on to sitting because you want to try and build up your endurance to do a little bit more as you're doing these classes week to week. So we're going to start with some marching on the spot. You can hold on to your chair for support if you need to. If you're seated, to add challenge, maybe move forward a bit on your seat so you're not using the back rest for support quite so much, so it engages the abdominal muscle a little bit more. And very important throughout the cardio segment to remember your pursed lip breathing to help reduce how quickly you're breathing and also to improve how much air you can get out of the lungs so that more fresh oxygen can get in. So pursed lip breathing, the key thing to remember is to make your breath out a little bit longer than your breath in. Very important. You can add some arm swing if you want. If you need to hold on to the chair, just do one arm at a time, keep the other hand onto that chair. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. I'm going to pull my chair to the side a little bit. What you can do at home is turn sideways and have the chair next to you. We're going to do high knees. So try to lift those knees to about hip height if you can. So if you're sitting in the chair, try to lift them up a little bit higher than your hips. Almost there. 3, 2, and stop. I don't know if you remember the V step. We haven't done that one too often. So we're going to step forward in a wider stance and back to neutral. So it looks like this. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Same thing in the chair. So step forward, wider stance, and back, feet together. So you're still sideways to your chair, so you can use that back of the chair for support. Now let's step forward, other foot first. Oh, let's mix it up. All about coordination. Our body is very good at becoming efficient to do things that we do often. So that means that if you do a certain exercise the same way all the time with the same resistance, your body is not gonna expand the same amount of energy as it did when you first started doing the exercise. So it's important to mix things up, change the order, change the resistance you use, only to make your body always guess what's coming next. Let's do last one. Excellent. Back to behind your chair. We're going to move on to our side to side. So opening wide together, wide together. Sitting in the chair, you just step to the side, back to center, side, back to center. If you want to add a little bit of arm motion to this, if you can use both arms, go ahead. If you need the support of the chair, use one arm at a time and I'll tell you when to switch. Thumbs at shoulders, open and close. Always remember, doing upper and lower body exercise is much more challenging than doing one or the other alone. If you're using just one arm, switch now. So if you get tired, maybe you need to rest, or maybe you need to just choose upper body or lower body. Three, two, last one. Back to center, and we march. First lip breathing, please. Three, two, and we stop. Feet about hip width apart. Arms are in front, shoulder height. We do over and under. Last one, over and under. Next we do the front crawl. So try to do big circles, come to the front and back down to the other side, alternating. One more on each side. Great. Grab your weights if you have them and come back to your chair if you were standing up. Again, more challenging if you're sitting without the back support of the chair because it will engage your stomach muscles a little bit more. If you find that too difficult, make sure you move back into your seat so that you're supported by the backrest. We're starting with shoulder abduction. Elbows are bent 90 degrees at the sides. As you breathe in, you lift those elbows up to shoulder height. Breathing out, come back to center. 2 more. Good. Put one of your weights down. You're gonna move forward on your seat. We're doing some seated sit-ups. Hold that weight in front of your chest. Breathing in, lean back, touch the back of the chair if you can. Tighten those stomach muscles as you pull yourself back up and breathe out. Breathing in back, breathing out, coming up. Two more. Excellent. We're going to do tricep next. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm looking for. So you're going to lean forward. You can rest that forearm on your knees. Pull the elbow up. Keep it there next to your ribs and straighten the elbow. Last one. Switch weight to the other side. I'm going to turn around. Back is straight, leaning forward. Elbow comes up to the side, straightening the arm. Two more. Great. Coming back, facing you, grab your other weight. We're doing chest fly, so working the front portion of the shoulders and pectoral muscles. Bring those elbows to shoulder height. Elbows are bent 90 degrees. Bring the forearms close. Open to the side, keeping those elbows at shoulder level. Breathe in, open. Breathing out, forward. Last two. Excellent. We're standing up. We're going to start with our squat. If your balance is good and you want to add a little bit of resistance, you can keep holding your weights in either hand to add a bit more of a challenge. If you need support, you go behind your chair and hold on. Feet should be a bit wider than your hips. Hips are sticking out as you lower down and come back up. Two more. Perfect. Let's do some hip abduction. So keeping the knee straight, toes are pointing forward, you lift that leg to the side. Last one and we switch. One more. Calves. Feet are hip width apart. Up onto the toes. Lower down. Lift the toes up. So we're rocking the ankles. Last one. Okay, and a little challenge to finish. Turning my chair to the side. We're doing lunges. So I want you to step forward, the leg opposite to the hand that you've got on the chair, and you're going to lower the knee a bit towards the ground and back up. Only as low as you're comfortable going. If that's too hard, you can do a few more squats. Last one. Switching leg forward and lunging again. Last one. Let's stretch those calves. Take a step back. Back leg stays straight. Front knee is bent. Toes are pointing forward and the feet stay flat on the ground. Switching side. Release. Come to your chair. I want you to sit on the edge, outside edge of your chair. Bring that knee down. Stretch the front of that hip and thigh. Release. Scoot over to the other side. Same thing. Bring it back. Stretching our tricep, hand behind the neck. Push on the elbow with the other hand. Release. Same thing with the other arm. Release down. One arm up, slightly into the opposite side. One big breath here. Coming back. Same thing with the other side. Lean. Big breath in and out. Coming back to center. Very good. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you come again next time. Have a nice day.